Ken Haas. Welcome to this week's edition of Kenny's Two Pennies, Canal Side from Seneca Falls. We're going to take a look at Syracuse heading to the Sweet 16, boys. But no Neil Sedaka or whatever tunes, please. But first, a word from our sponsor. Hello, Syracuse fans. Want to know where I watch the Syracuse games? Right here at Dewey's Third Ward Tavern, Bridge Street in Seneca Falls. Want to watch the NFL? Dewey's has the NFL ticket. And also on Thursday nights, Dewey's has the NFL Network. So you don't have to worry about missing if you got cable. Dewey's broadcasts all Syracuse games, basketball and football. Dewey's has 21 televisions to watch all your sports action. Come to Dewey's Third Ward Tavern here on Bridge Street in Seneca Falls. I'll see you here. Put my face on your shirt. Don't be scared, guys. This is just me sans glasses. But I want to talk about Matt Lauer of the Today Show. He hit an animal on his bike. He had to miss yesterday's Today Show. But you know what he probably said when he hit the ground? Oh dear. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Welcome to the Sweet 16. Excuse me for the Neil Sedaka intro, but I just couldn't help it. Well, welcome to the Sweet 16, Syracuse fans. Here we go with the real tests. But let's take a quick review of our two previous contests. First, the Lumberjacks of Stephen F. Austin were our first opponents in the first round. And you know what? Syracuse definitely had them overmatched from the start. We had the size, we had the ways. But what's with only scoring 59 points? We could have beaten those Lumberjacks by 30 or more. 59-44. Still a 15-point win, but what the heck? What was with all the turnovers there, Syracuse? Heck, you had more turnovers there than in a German bakery. You know what? I like my turnovers with some cherries in the middle and a little frosting on top and a flaky crust. But not on the basketball court. Sloppy, Syracuse. Very sloppy. What's going on with that? 59-44. And then, what's with the three-point shooting? Only 2 of 16. 2 of 16. We're better than that, Syracuse. Andy Routens, he didn't even hit one against Stephen F. Austin. The only 2 that came, one was from Eric Devendorf, and the other was from reserve, freshman reserve, Chris Joseph. All in all, it's still a win was a win, but a very sloppy one at that. But whatever, if we had any jitters there in the tournament, or we had any complacency, Stephen F. Austin was the opponent to have it against. At least if we didn't get too complacent, because you know that bit us twice in the first round, especially against Vermont a few years ago and against Richmond back in 1991. But then it was on to round 2 against the Sun Devils of Arizona State. And you know what? Syracuse decided to kick it up a notch like they always do against bigger opponents. We finally found our touch from the three-point line, especially Devendorf, 5 of 11, top scorer. 3 of them were those clothesline three-point shots that he's known for. He seems to arc it on a straight line and then swish. And Andy Routens, after scoring no points against Stephen F. Austin, finally getting into the act. What a performance when we needed it. The Sun Devils showed they were outmatched. And now, it's on to the Sweet 16. And against Oklahoma, and against Blake Griffin, considered arguably the best player in college basketball today. But you know what? They have Blake Griffin and maybe no one else. And with that 2-3 zone we employ, you know what? Syracuse, I think, can get past them. But you know, getting past Oklahoma, you know, sooner or later, our next opponent may be the Tar Heels of North Carolina. Those big guns from Tobacco Road and Roy Williams may await us. But let's see if some Bulldogs from Gonzaga can maybe take care of that. But I'm getting ahead of myself, but you know, it doesn't hurt. The excitement's building, Syracuse fans, and especially with 4 other teams from the Big East still in the big dance. The chances are, if we get to the Final Four, one of them might be our opponent. Those Panthers from Pittsburgh, or Villanova, or whomever. But let's go, Syracuse. We're riding high right now, and we're starting to put it together. For now, I'm Ken Haas. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Why, Lance Armstrong, he's trying to come back to maybe win an 8th Tour de France. But I think he got thrown a curve on Sunday. He fell in a little race in Spain, breaking his collarbone. He wanted to enter the Giro d'Italia and maybe win it. But you know what? If he has surgery, he's not going to make the Giro d'Italia, and he may be not in top shape for the Tour de France. But you know what? We didn't need those pesky Italians lining the route, calling him cheater and cheater. Because you know what? He might, and I'm not going to say the word, let's just say thump him on the head.